And KVGC News Time, now 6 minutes after the hour. In the news for today, the Amador County Board of Supervisors received an update on the COVID-19 situation and debated the future of a pair of housing developments in Kirkwood during their meeting on Tuesday. County Health Officer Dr. Rita Kerr gave the board a mixed report on the coronavirus. Case counts continue to climb, with the total number of cases in the county doubling in December alone. With the case positivity rate on testing remaining high and the region's supply of ICU hospital beds low, current stay-at-home restrictions will remain in place for now. There is hope, however. According to Kerr, COVID-19 vaccine supplies have arrived and a total of 1,100 doses have been delivered to Amador. More than that, and most already, I should say, have already been distributed, mostly to medical workers. The board also debated granting an extension to a pair of housing subdivisions proposed in Kirkwood. First approved by the county in 2005 and 2014, the subdivisions would create 37 new housing units. Neither project has been built, and the board was asked to grant additional time to complete the project. After a freewheeling discussion that focused on traffic and safety issues in the Kirkwood area, the board voted 4-1 to grant the developers more time. The board then went on to review a draft plan for improving economic development in the county and received an update on plans for an expanded county jail.
Well, Amador County Public Health reported yesterday 149 new cases of COVID-19 since last Tuesday's update. The total lab confirmed case count now at 1,213 cases. The new cases include 69 males and 80 females, 8 children under 18, 73, 18 to 49, 39 aged 50 to 64, and 29 people over the age of 65. 23 cases, including Mule Creek State Prison inmates, currently hospitalized. Amador County continues COVID-19 vaccinations within the Phase 1A designation, including healthcare workers, first responders, and community outreach workers that care for vulnerable populations. The next phase, Phase 1B, includes critical infrastructure workers, elementary, middle school, and high school teachers and staff, child care providers, and individuals 75 and older. Now, as local cases and hospital admissions continue to rise, practice consistent prevention measures to help limit the spread of COVID-19. Wear face coverings, practice social distancing, ensure frequent hand hygiene. Stay home if you're sick, even with mild symptoms.
And an additional 45 confirmed COVID-19 cases were reported yesterday in Calaveras County. Public Health reports to date 128 cases remain active, with 5 additional hospitalized. Now, there have been 743 cases that have recovered, while unfortunately 22 people have died. The age range with the largest number of cases is 18 to 49, with 409 cases. That's almost double the next highest range, which is the 65 plus, and that is 228 cases. Current vaccination efforts are focused on frontline healthcare workers at acute care hospitals, EMTs and paramedics, staff and residents of skilled nursing facilities, and others providing emergency medical services. Health officials say the vaccine allocation is based on available resources. And while Calaveras County continues to vaccinate its healthcare workers, they are in the state's designated San Joaquin Valley region, which remains under a stay-at-home order. Currently, the region's reports 0% availability in ICU bed capacity.
Well, Calaveras County offering 2 free mobile testing events this week. Staffed by the county's public health department, mobile testing will be offered today from 9 to 2 at the San Andreas Library and tomorrow at the Armory in Copperopolis from 9:30 to 1:30. No appointment is needed, but registration is needed ahead of time. The test is a self-administered nasal swab with results typically available in 1 to 3 days, though the actual time may vary. Participants will receive results online via text and or email notification when results are ready. For complete registration details, visit the Calaveras County Public Health website.
And Amador Unified School District Superintendent Dr. Amy Slavensky announced her retirement yesterday during a special meeting of the Amador County School Board. Dr. Slavensky read from a prepared statement at the beginning of the meeting announcing that she would be retiring from her position at the end of the school year, effective June 30th. She said that she intends, by announcing the retirement early, to give the board plenty of time to conduct a search for her replacement. Slavensky has been head of Amador County Schools for just over 5 years, a term marked by major changes and reorganizations, a fiscal crisis, and now the COVID-19 pandemic. She thanked her leadership team and the past and present school board members that she has worked with.
Well, following the announcement of Dr. Slavensky's retirement, the board, after several hours of debate, voted to continue with plans to return to in-class instruction starting tomorrow. The rest of the meeting was focused on the return to a hybrid learning schedule where students spent half their time in class and half distance learning. The district had started hybrid learning back in November, but staffing shortages led to the district returning to distance learning only in mid-December. The board once again took up the issue that's been debated all year, whether to allow students to learn in person during the pandemic. Distance learning advocates fear for staff and student safety as the case count continues to rise, while in-person advocates cite improved education outcomes and student mental health. Well, in the end, the board voted 3-2 to continue with the planned return to class this week, with trustee Deborah Polskamp and Julia Burns opposed, James Marzano, Candy Thompson, and Jim Whitaker in support.
And the Bureau of Land Management recently announced that over 99% of federally owned land is now open for recreational target shooting. It is typically allowed during the cooler and wetter months and prohibited during the summer fire season. Locally, the Motherlode Field Office of the BLM oversees 230,000 acres of land spread between 10 counties, which include Amador, El Dorado, Calaveras, and Tuolumne. The Bureau has released new guidance that it says stresses the protection of current recreational shooting opportunities, and it will also work to expand them in future years. The federal agency oversees some 245 million acres of land, primarily situated in 11 states.
Well, although we've heard of firefighters rescuing cats out of trees, it seems to be pretty rare that it happens in real life. But when it does, it is worth reporting, and one of those rare moments took place this past Saturday. The Jackson Fire Department was ready for the call. The reporting party stated their cat, which is normally an indoor cat, had been in a tree near the Kennedy Meadows apartment for more than 24 hours. At first, the owner thought the cat would come down on its own, but after more than a day, they called help. In less than a half an hour, Jackson Fire Department personnel had the cat down from the tree, back to the owner, safe and sound.
And that wraps up a look at local news on a Gold Country Wednesday morning from the KVGC News Center.
I'm JD.
And I'm Jim Geedy reporting. Remember, for the latest news, traffic, and weather, 24 hours a day to visit our website. That's kvgcradio.com.